Hello friends, today we are going to discuss what is finance and functions of financial management. So it is said that finance is the lifeblood of business. So how blood is important in the human body, finance is equally important in the business. So it is compared with the blood in the human body. The same way blood will help the human body, the finance will help to move the business. So today we will discuss first what is finance. Finance may be defined as an art and science of managing the money. So finance is an art. It is an art how effectively the businessman or the finance manager has to manage the acquisition of funds and utilization of funds. How he will effectively maintain the books of accounts, how he is having relations with customers, suppliers, banks, financial institutions. So it is an art how effectively he can handle all these things. So it is science. Why it is science means capital plus liabilities is equal to assets. So if you go anywhere, it is same. The result of trading account is to find out gross profit or gross loss. The result of preparing profit and loss account is to find out net profit or net loss. And the result of preparing final accounts balance sheet is to know the exact financial position of the business. So it is a science. So next part is finance functions. The functions of financial management are broadly classified into two categories: traditional approach, modern approach. So traditional approach of finance function mainly concentrate on sources of funds, that is procurement of funds. It should not concentrate on other activities. The traditional approach mainly focuses on the sources of funds from where the business can raise the funds. Three parts are there, in that 3 points are there. One is procurement of funds. The main objective of traditional approach or main concentration of traditional approach is procurement of funds. So what is the main function of the financial department in the organization is to procurement of funds, from which sources the required funds are collected for the business. It may be by issue of equity shares, it may be by issue of preference shares, it may be by issue of debentures, bonds, taking loan from banks, financial institutions, etc. So procurement of fund is the main function of financial management according to traditional approach. Second is corporate finance. So the traditional approach concentrates only on the funds required by the corporates. The corporates or business which are running their business, they whatever the funds they require from which source they can raise, it is concentrating more on corporate finance. Third one is the traditional approach focuses on long-term finance. It is more concentrating on the funds which are required by the organization, corporate business houses for the long run. So these are the three important functions according to traditional approach. First one is procurement of funds, second one is corporate finance, and third one is it focuses on long-term finance. But this traditional approach has having certain limitations. The first limitation is the traditional approach concentrates only on procurement of funds. It does not concentrate on application of funds. So procurement of funds is important as well as application of fund is also important, but the traditional approach does not consider the application of funds. It concentrates only procurement of funds. Second demerit is the traditional approach concentrates on corporate finance. It does not concentrate on other finance. So second demerit. Third one is the traditional approach focuses on long-term finance. It does not worry about short-term finance. So the role of finance manager is, finance department is short-term finance as well as long-term finance. Now we can move to the second part, modern approach. Finance function, modern approach. So modern approach will avoid all these three demerits, that is procurement of funds as well as application of funds. Corporate finance, non-corporate finance focuses on short-term as well as long-term finance. So modern approach, again there are 3 points. First one is investment decisions. The modern approach of financial management will explain us the investment decisions. The investment decisions of the company are mainly classified into two categories. One is capital budgeting, which we may consider that long-term investment, and the working capital, which may consider for short-term finance. So capital budgeting decisions where which proposals are beneficial for us by applying various capital budgeting decisions. There are 5 important capital budgeting decisions. Again, there are traditional methods and modern methods. Traditional methods, accounting period or average rate of return and payback period. And modern approaches, there are 3 modern approaches, modern methods: net present value, profitability index and internal rate of return. So capital budgeting, there are 5 methods. Mainly 2 methods. One is traditional method. In that, ARR, accounting rate of return, and payback period, PBP, modern methods of capital budgeting. Three modern methods are there. One is IRR, internal rate of return. Second one is net present value, NPV, and third one is profitability index. So by applying these methods, which capital investment is beneficial to the organization, the management has to consider, and accordingly they can invest their funds in the long run. So this is related to capital budgeting. So second part is in investment decision is working capital. So working capital is required by the organization for day-to-day smooth functioning of the business. When we want to carry the day-to-day activity smoothly, punctually, the organization required certain amount of funds that we will call as working capital. So working capital is the investment of the company in the current assets. It may be in the form of cash, bank balance, debtors, stock, bills receivable, etc. So working capital is necessary for the business, as well as capital budgeting is also necessary for the business. The total investment of the funds is capital budgeting in the fixed assets. Around 60 to 70% of the funds are invested in fixed assets, capital budgeting, and around 30% funds are required by the organization for day-to-day functioning of the business. So this is the function of the finance department that is related to the investment of the decisions. Second part is financing decisions. So when the company once come to know that how much funds they require, Then the second comes the financing decisions. From which sources they can acquire the required amount of funds. That is called as financing decisions. It is related to the capital structure. So the capital structure of the organization consists of own capital and debt capital. So own capital means by issue of equity shares. Debt capital means loan from outside. So again it is very important that the capital structure must be in such a way that it is beneficial to the organization. The finance department has always come to know with that capital structure the combination of debt and equity which will give more return to the shareholders of the company or more return on investment to the company. The third important decision is dividend decisions. So once the company has acquired the funds, they are utilized the funds properly. So whatever the profit earned by the company, that profit must be either distributed in the form of dividend to the shareholders or that must be kept in the form of retained earnings with the organization. So it is the very important function of finance department or financial management that whatever the profit they are earned, how much portion of that profit they have to distribute to the equity shareholders in the form of dividend or they can retain that. If the company has distributed more percentage of profit in the form of dividend, the less is remained with the organization in the form of retained earnings. If the company has distributed lower amount of dividend profit as a dividend, the more is available with the company in the form of retained earnings. So the shareholders are interested to more dividend. The company is interested to retain that particular funds which may be used for future purpose for expansion, modernization, etc. So it is again very important decision that whether to distribute the dividend and retain the amount in the form of retained earnings. So we can go to the last part of the video, conclusion. So conclusion is sources of funds and application of funds. The main function of finance department is sources of funds and application of funds. Sources means from where the funds comes and application means from where we have to invest. The sources of funds from issue of equity shares, by issue of debentures, by issue of bonds, etc. and loan from the financial institution, and application of funds in the fixed assets and current assets. Or it is also called as cash inflow and cash outflow. Cash inflow means sources of funds. From where the funds comes, the cash comes to the business. It may be by issue of equity shares, debentures, bonds, loan from financial institutions. And outflow of funds means where the funds are invested in the fixed assets and in the current assets. Or it is also called as procurement of fund and use of fund. Procurement of funds means we have to acquire the funds by issue of shares, debentures, bonds and loans. And use of funds means we have to use that particular fund for acquisition of fixed assets and current assets. Thank you. Like the video, subscribe the channel.